evening, good afternoon, and the morning, depending on where you are. We are here, we are back again, and we're looking at a stand video, currently from the best major. We're playing on the PS4 IS6 premium tank, and it's not often we find the games where the premium tanks are doing one hell of a good job. We're going to be playing on Lakeville. It's going to be a standard battle moving from a more akin, a nicer spawn, I should say. I do like this spawn, especially when I'm in the other kind of tanks, and it's going to go across the middle. It's a very, very good position to be in because you can actually start sniping across when you do have tanks spotting. Unfortunately, there aren't any medium tanks doing the role, but the T150 seems to be filling the role rather well. So we're going to be moving as far forward as we can, but without being detected. So generally around about this rock is where you would tend to stop. If you can get a bit closer and use the wall as cover and not get spotted from the right hand side, it can also play well to your advantage. Unfortunately, at the moment we're detected, this is sort of the problem you can have. But being in the IS6, a mini black hole generator, you might be able to get away with being able to A, find cover behind wall and side scrape, or B, at least be able to only get shot by a couple of tanks. Kaiju being a nice little side on target, unfortunately RNG decides it is going to go bounce off the back. Not too much to worry about at the moment. It's a bit further forward than what I advised to go in the tank, but at the same time it's still a position where you can side scrape, you can bounce shots, you can sit and avoid everything. Because there's no artillery in the game, you're not really too fussed about being shot from above. And a VK36 shooting you is probably the least of your worries, especially in an IS6, as Major perfectly proves by bouncing shot after shot after shot after shot. And I think the VK should really have given up on life before he even attempted to shoot the IS6 and go, now I'm going to go elsewhere. The T150 has been removed very early on, which is about right for the tank it is. Tier 6 you're going to get murdered, especially in the Tier 8, so the next thing that he's going to try and do is go hull down, and maybe hold back a bit, use him as cover if he can. He's not really looking to move forward as quickly as possible. There are tanks that he needs to try and remove that allows him to then flank around the right hand side. Unfortunately, because of the way the T50 has fallen, he's hiding his lower front plate, and he can't actually side scrape properly. Now the OI I think was being shot from the middle, might have been a heavy tank, whether he was or wasn't because the way his turret was for shooting. No worries, we'll just leave that as it is. They haven't really had a foothold in the town, so it allows him to move forward and, at the very least, remove the people in front of him, the OI and the VK. Looking at the way the town is going now, it's looking very, very likely that they will actually go on and take the town. So he's not too fussed about being shot in the back. They're too busy concentrating on what's happening over there. So this is taking the full-size map, which I cannot stress enough how good having a full-size map actually is. But being able to use that and see what people are going to be doing and taking advantage of it. So at the moment he can complete the flanking around. Unfortunately the OI with its RNG bouncing abilities does bounce that one. But don't worry, normal service will be resumed very, very later on. And he does get the pen. And again, it's a mini black hole generator. This tank can be used for the full frontal assault, and has. I mean, the amount of shots that he's bouncing is just ridiculous. He's taken 4 damage, which I presume is just HE or just like God's hatred of RNG and can't believe that this tank is bouncing. Again, using all the cover available, all the tanks that are shooting him don't quite understand what's happening, and the tanks that can pen him are not interested until they're getting shot in the back. And now he's got an absolutely man-mountain of an OI to hide behind, so he's got, what the hell just happened there? ELC coming in for a yellow jump. Getting a bit of track, so it's a bit of a mare. But it doesn't matter too much. This tank is able to bounce the shots from the guns that are firing at him. The only one of concern is Carnarvon behind him being the Tier 8. If he can take the guns out in front of him, he might actually do well. He's on his own, so he's drawn the attention a bit too much of everyone. Good job on the Tiger there bouncing the shot, so that's kind of annoying. But you never know what could happen. Unfortunately, the Centennial comes along to join in the party, but takes a good hit for it. Now this is one of the major issues that you find if you do go around the corner, you find that many people flank you, you might not be in this position where you can then remove people from the game. His team do come along and help out, which is a massive, massive help, and one of the things that keeps him alive at this late stage in the game. I say late stage, he's gone around and literally obliterated the entire team. He's still got health though. He took advantage of an option opening, that being that people were too interested in the middle and the town to actually take rear shots on him, and the rest of the team didn't move off their spawn. So at the moment it's allowed him to just stay forward and remove tier 6 tanks from the game like fun. Have tier 8 tanks have interest in him. The T29, when I watched this over and over again, I tried to figure out why people do this. So you bounce off the side armor on IS6, you should know that many of the Russian tanks are the black hole generators and you will bounce. Unfortunately, the T-29 wasn't too fully aware of that being the case and paid the price for it. So overall, the way that the push has gone is taking advantage from what's happened in the town. People are not interested, he can get rear shots on. Probably shouldn't push too far forward as what he did, but had the team support there. There are times when that won't happen, so it's not always ideal to be in the case of having everyone have their attention on you. You need at least a little bit of cover. Fortunately, he did have the help from it, so that itself isn't an issue. That was there for him. But if you are going to make the decision, make sure you at least know that the people who are able to help you out will help you out. There's no point in pushing forward if you can see people there. If they are not actually looking to be in a case of helping you, either pushing forward or at least pointing their turrets in your direction, it wouldn't be advised to go near them. The T-69 knows that too well and has decided to go for a swim. The Tiger team, knowing there's very little left in the game, there's not really much they can do. It seems to be that he's given up on life and has gone AFK for whatever number of reasons, and it's just free damage overall to add to what is already a very, very good game for Major. The amount of damage is done, the kills that he's got coming up to the 7th kill, and the way that the team ended up pushing around to help him out, even though it didn't look like they wanted to, and it absolutely obliterates everybody. Just waiting for the post-battle screen to come up because you'll see how much of a just wow. The medals galore, damage block galore. They assisted not too much, but then what else can you do when you're dropping 5,800 damage from a gun that only alphas about 350 with 20 damage in hits? 200 grand in silver, 7,188 XP, and literally MVP was all but assured. As always, if you'd like to see the best Major get any sort of premium time, don't forget to like this video. If we can hit 10 likes, there'll be a nice little premium time option available in his inbox. So get voting, and hopefully you enjoyed this video. Like I say, if you did, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and let's push this to 10 likes, if not 15.